Before we get started, my social media manager has told me that I need to ask you all more often to click that like and subscribe button because it really does help the channel. Heck, even if you click like now and at the end of the video you don't actually like it, you can get the 6 satisfaction later at the end of the video by removing that like. No, good sir, I'm keeping this. But I mean, please don't do that, but you know.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. This is the same game that seems to sponsor every single YouTuber known to man. Except me, of course. Because this video is sponsored by my own curiosity. This doesn't pay very well now that I think about it. Either way, I cannot even count how many times I've seen their ads, their commercials, and the literal hundreds of sponsorships from fellow YouTubers, so I decided, well, I'm gonna try it. Turns out it's got over 50 million downloads on the Google Store, so how bad could it be? Wow, these guys are minding their own business, and then these a-holes come in and... Oh, I'm the a-holes.
I think I'll pass on this one.
So essentially you watch a cinematic of these intruders fight a dragon, which kills them in one hit. And then this mysterious character named the Arbiter, but no relation to, you know, the Arbiter, says it's now up to me to choose one of them to be resurrected. You're then shown your home hub, or what I guess they call your bastion, which you spend a lot of time looking at. And just like any freemium mobile game, they give you just enough of the in-game currency to start getting that dopamine dependency running. I do have to say right off the bat that the artwork, style, overall presentation is absolutely top tier. For a mobile game, it looks pretty good. I even like how they presented the story in a comic book style. I thought that was kind of cool. It also runs surprisingly good on my phone, which it's like $100 Android phone. So if it runs well on that, that's pretty impressive. Now, I want to make it clear that I played this game for about a total of 8 hours, which for me as a super humble PC gamer was kind of hard to get through on a mobile game.
Dirty 64 gigs of RAM, peasant!
But after 8 hours, this is my overall impression.
Magic beats spirit, spirit beats force, force beats magic, and Void is special.
Oh wow, look at Mr. Void over here. Look out everyone, it's Mr. Special. The combat is honestly your basic turn-based combat, but since it's a mobile game, you can turn it to autoplay. And even speed it up, which truthfully is a severely missed opportunity in my opinion. But I guess the point is to eventually get you spending money, not having fun with the combat. You can play for free and the CEO's got to get paid one way or another. Speaking of the CEOs and the company, it's developed by a company called Plarium, and they have locations in the Ukraine, Israel, Poland, and the US. Might be a little weird to point out, but I hope the Ukraine offices are okay with everything going on over there. If any of you over there see this video, post down below. The armor equip menu is actually pretty involved, with the exception that the artifacts you put in these slots for your armor don't seem to actually change your character's appearance, which is disappointing, but I guess understandable with it being a mobile game with hundreds of heroes you can get. You can also then upgrade each artifact with, again, an in-game currency. I bet you see where this is headed. I will say that what was a little surprising is like, every 3 minutes I had some sort of pop-up saying I have a free reward. There was always some coins or gems or something, but the sheer amount of them was a little overwhelming. Half of them came from achievements where it was like, oh my gosh, you looked at your phone today. Here's 50 silver. Wow, I am truly the most successful man alive. Let alone the amount of ads that would pop up trying to get you to buy more gems, shards, etc. Which, at 10 minutes into the game, I didn't even know what any of these were yet, or why these in-game currencies were important, so it almost felt like I was walking through a bazaar with 1,000 merchants all shouting at me to buy their stuff. You'll need this! What is it? You don't need to know that! You just need to know you need it! At the end of the day, the basic gameplay loop is to summon new heroes with shards you can earn by playing, or obviously by buying with real money. Use those heroes to go fight dungeons on autopilot, then upgrade your hero's armor, summon more heroes, then use those heroes as
human sacrifices
to empower your other heroes. Yeah, nothing weird about that. Maybe it's my old age, or maybe my dopamine levels have just been fully burnt out by playing World of Warcraft in my 20s, but the addiction loop of this game never really seemed to grab me. However, I can see the draw. Now, you might be asking yourself, Heavy Hat, is this game pay to win? Yes. The more money you drop on high-end shards, the better heroes you get, and the better you do. Oh, and if you're curious, it's $100 US for a 5-pack of the good shards. $100. Listen, if you're a grown adult with a job and expendable funds, you can do whatever you want. I'm not judging you in the slightest. I just personally can't even fathom dumping $100 on a mobile game, especially in one transaction. Honey, why do we have a $500 charge to our credit card for Raid? Were the ants really that bad this summer? Now, all that aside, there's actually a lot of stuff to do in this game if you're looking for a time dump. There's a story campaign, dungeons, PvP, special boss challenges, customizing your characters, building your team, joining a clan, etc. Which is a lot, considering this is a mobile game and you can just not spend any money if you want. Pretty cool. However, with any free mobile game, there's always the catch to have to pay money to advance quickly. So, since I was curious, I looked up how much money they'd made from this game. And right off the bat in 2022, they were the first mobile game to exceed $1 billion, making it one of the most profitable games ever. Not just mobile games, ever. Clearly, I'm in the wrong business. Suddenly, I understand why they can afford so many ads and sponsorships. Feel free to reach out to me for sponsorship. Either way, with that type of revenue, clearly there are a lot of people playing this game. And it's not just a funny meme. I tried to find what region had the most players because my instant thought was, well, it had to be China, right? China always seems to top the charts for mobile gaming, but it turned out that Raid Shadow Legends was actually banned in China in 2019 due to its random loot drop mechanics, which are illegal there. So clearly the bulk of revenue is coming from everywhere else, which is pretty impressive to be honest. At the end of the day, Raid Shadow Legends is truly one of the most successful mobile games ever made. Its graphics are great, the story and gameplay are kind of what you'd expect from a mobile game, and if you want to give it a shot, go for it. Turns out it's more than just a meme or a YouTube commercial. Who would have thought? I guess if this is kind of a review, I should give like a star ranking or something. I give it 3 bags of gems and 2 stars out of 10 rupees. Nailed it. I hope you guys liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it and click subscribe if you'd like to see more. But until next time, guys, have fun.